Good morning, afternoon or evening, I'm Dale Wetton and this is the Bull Sounds podcast representing Ashby RFC. We'll have a couple of episodes or couple of versions this evening. The first version, I will be talking about the club and what's been happening over the last few weeks and what games we've got over the next couple of days. I will be talking about the kit shop opening times for December and a word from our sponsors as well. So in the meantime, here's a bit of music from the Tigers of Pantang. The episode later on will be an interview with Gavin Gray, an old neighbour of mine from up in South Shields, who's recently been touring with the band. He's the bass guitarist in the Tigers of Pantang. They've been around since the 80s. Gavin's been around himself since the 70s and has been in the band for the last couple of years. Top bloke. I hope you can understand what he's saying. He is from the northeast, but it's going to be well worthwhile having a listen. We'll be talking rock and roll and sport. So for the time being, here are the Tigers of Pantang from their newer album, and it's keeping me alive. that was the awesome Tigers of Pantang, Keeping Me Alive, from their most recent album Ambush, which is available on good old iTunes for about £8, I believe, so go and get it. My apologies for my tardiness over the last few weeks. We had a bit of an accident with an iPad and stepping out of bed onto the iPad, which I've regretted ever since with myself and the missus, and I can only strive to do better. So I apologise that we've been lacking in podcasts over the last few weeks, but we're up and running again. I'm using the Spreaker application on the MacBook Pro, which seems pretty awesome. And we've got a few more sound effects to use, and this is my favourite one currently. When it works, we'll try again. The Bull Sounds Podcast with Dale Wetton. Not quite a bull, but it'll do. And we've got some door opening noises. That's bar door open and barn door close. What I'll use them for, I do not know, but I just thought you'd like to hear them, or maybe not. Well, there you go. This is what you get with the Bull Sounds Podcast. You just get my normal ramblings along with ramblings from our beloved club at Ashby RFC. So it's been a tough few weeks for the first team. 2 out of 3 games won in November. The first game in November, we beat Loughborough at home 16-12. We were 12-0 down going into the second half. And 16-12, all points possibly kicked. Or we did get a try. I can't remember now. I was at Twickenham that day, watching England lose to New Zealand, but it was a smashing day all round, even though it did get terribly wet out down there in Middlesex. And we beat Loughborough, we went on to lose to Market Bosworth a week or two later at Market Bosworth. A game which possibly could have been put to bed in the first 25 minutes by us. But they did have a stoic defence at Bosworth, a very tough team to break down, and we came out 26-10. Losers in that game, but it was a tough game all round. And the same with the game last weekend at Notts Road against Matlock. So we lost that game 27-3. They are second in the league, joint top with Colville. The difference in class between Colville and Matlock is for all to see, to be honest. And I can see Colville running away with the league this year, which is never easy to see as an Ashbian. But they've got a cracking team there, and hopefully they'll come out first. I hate saying it, but Matlock had a really good pack, very strong pack on Saturday. But I don't think they'll be troubling Colville too much at the top until they play each other, and I can see Colville winning that one. So, but this isn't the Colville podcast because it's the Bull Sounds podcast for Ashby RFC. The socials, the newly formed socials team, headed by Andrew Large and sometimes Ross Murray, been doing a great job. We're pulling the lads together. We've got Cosby tomorrow. I believe we've had a couple of wins and then maybe a loss or two as well along the lines. So a good game against Belgrave the week, I believe, which was won, or it could have been lost even. I can't even remember. Daniel Grimsley was talking to me about it the other day, and he even had a go at number 8. So it's certainly a level where Dan can play at number 8. I'm sure it was thoroughly enjoyed by all on that day. So the club hosted the Junior County Cup qualifiers last weekend. Once again, the weather played a part in trying to dampen people's spirits, but none were dampened at Ashby, and we had a jolly good morning all round. Got the barbecue fired up underneath the awning to the side of the club, and everyone had a jolly good morning. So, we got mixed results for Ashby in that. Syston always bring a tough lot with them at whatever age group. We had Loughborough involved as well, and Colville involved as well. So we had a few teams bidding to get into the plate in the cup, and all was sorted out last weekend. So it was nice of everyone to turn up on a wet and soggy Sunday morning, but it went down swimmingly, to be honest. So all good as regards to the minis and juniors at the moment. The minis have been training over at Measham, possibly on the AstroTurf, I believe, because we've still been feeding them, even though they've been playing away. We've still been feeding them hot dogs on a Sunday morning. So, but it's nice to know that they're still getting training time, even when we've got a lot going on at the club. And this week, I believe there are a couple of games going on at the club as well. So if you've got nothing to do on a Sunday morning, plenty of parking spaces nowadays. Now we've got the car park lovingly expanded by Tambream and such like. Well done to them for that. and we've got plenty of room for people to come and pull in and come and have a bacon roll, cup of tea, cup of coffee. It's only a couple of quid for both, and come and watch a good quality game of rugby. So that's all good. We've got the under-16s, I believe, have got their county cup coming in. It could be this week or coming up in December. That'll be a massive game against the team that possibly beat them a year or two ago. And if I could check my facts, I would do. But Tim Westwood knows, and he will tell you who they're playing. One of the big teams, possibly Syston. So it's going to be a tough game at Ashby. But I'll be sure to let people know on Twitter and Facebook and through the podcast who it is they'll be playing on that particular Sunday. So we've got the December kit shop opening times. On Sunday the 7th, we'll be open at 1 o'clock to come and get your bits and bobs for Christmas. Why not? It'd be ideal to come and get one of your loved ones some good quality sportswear from the Ashby RFC club shop. It's just round to the right-hand side as you look at the clubhouse, and it's been lovingly built into one of the old containers which we just used to keep posts and stuff in. If you walk into there, it is a bit of a TARDIS. You walk in and there's loads of room in there, and it's nice and bright, and all the clothes and all the gum shields and gloves and hats and everything that you're going to need this time of year especially, all well presented on the glowing walls. So it looks really good. Saturday the 12th of December, run up to Christmas, open at 3 o'clock. So any last minute shopping you need to do before the big day itself, for all you lovely Christians out there, it'll be open on the 12th as well. So come and get some good deals. And I spent a few quid in there a few weeks ago and got myself kitted out for the winter. So you've got to put some money into the club coffers and treat yourself to some nice club gear as well, because everyone wants to know who you support. So get your Ashby shirts, get your Ashby ties and gloves and all sorts. It's all going, and it's all well priced as well. So come and check it out when you're visiting the club on those 2 dates. So the 7th and 12th of December. The comedy night, which was last Saturday, was a roaring success. All fun was had by all. It was improv comedy, which has got to be the best kind of comedy there is out there. Some very clever lads and ladies having a go at entertaining the crowds. And yeah, I must get myself up there next time, because it sounds like something that I could really get my teeth into. So yeah, I'm sure we'll be letting you know when the next one will be. It could be possibly in a couple of months' time. I believe there was one only a couple of months ago, so there could be 3 or 4 a year. But Nigel Harrison or Tam Bream will know more. So before we go on with a bit more music, a few words from the sponsors. CV Plasterers, that's Rick and Chris Valentine. You've heard me mention them before. Get these guys booked in to do some light painting and decorating or some plastering, because they are second to none. I cannot put anyone else forward as highly as these two guys. Rick did teach his dad everything, I believe. I mean, Chris is the older of the two, but I believe Rick was out the womb